And we're back.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Hey, shitheads. Welcome to Shit Talk episode Dose.
Oh, we made it.
We did make it. I'm actually really surprised that we were able to come back.
Yeah. I didn't hear any complaints from the boss or nothing.
I actually talked to him, and he didn't finish the episode.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Okay. But he did. The only thing is, like, I'm sure the episode was fine, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Why did he say anything about me?
There's a cliffhanger.
If there's a complaint about anybody in this room, I know who it is.
Yeah.
It's me.
So, right away, we're just going to jump right back into it because we actually had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Take two.
Yep. So, first thing we're going to be going over is actually a little bit of a downer. And the reason why it's a little bit of a downer is because I actually had a couple kind of questions pop up in my head trying to figure out what. There's a lot of talk recently about child abductions and missing children, so I kind of do a little bit of research, and right here, this one was actually back in August. Atlanta, they actually found 26 children and safely relocated 13 others. Then,
okay, you can laugh.
Then here in October, they ended up getting 45 missing children with Operation Autumn Hope. And then here in November, which is the most recent one, there was 27 children in Virginia, which was part of Operation Find Our Children. Kind of raised a lot of questions going on, like, is it really a big deal? Well, is it, we're starting to get ahead of the curve? What could be the big problem going on? Is it something that's actually starting to die down a little bit? So because of that, I did some research, and I found that back in 2018, there was 424,066 missing children reports. Now, that's missing children. That could be from anything in between. So being left at a department store, being left home alone and then you running away. Then also...
Damn you, Kevin McAllister.
Yeah. That guy is just a menace.
Yes.
Also, it just could be a situation of a spousal dispute where mom takes child because father is being rough or vice versa. So what is the big problem? And then you kind of get into 2019 where there was a dip down, where it's 421,394. However, in 2020, they estimated, it's not been confirmed since it's not over yet, but right now there's an estimate of 460,000 missing children reports. So it's actually gone up by 40,000. So you kind of get into it and you start thinking of the worst. Like, what could be the worst? What could be going on? And you start to dig into, cold cases. Probably the most popular is actually the Madeleine Mccain case. Madeleine Mccain case is actually a pretty famous one. There is a Netflix series about her. Not only that is there a Netflix series about her, there is a lot of... Come on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. But with the Madeleine McCain, there's a lot of YouTube guys going on about her. Most recently, there's one where they actually tried to very, very loosely. I don't know if you guys remember anything about Maxwell. She was actually loosely tied with Trump. And she was also the ringleader for getting girls for the Jeffrey Epstein Island.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I've read some things about that
Yeah.
fucking terrible shit.
Yeah.
I don't...
So you kind of start to see all this shit go down with when you really get into this Madeleine McCain case. Now there was very, very loose ties getting Maxwell into the Madeleine McCain case. Very loose ties. So it's worth mentioning just because it is something that's currently as pop culture, people are talking about it. But I do want to make people aware that there's probably very slim chance that it did occur. Now, with those numbers, you're probably just like, had your kids, had your wife, had your money, had everything. But in actuality, the statistics really don't hold up well. There is of that 460,000, only 33,000 have been confirmed by non-family members. Now, that is excluding friends, so it's only blood related. If a friend took a kid, that is not that is included in non-family member. So only 33,000, and 1% of all missing kids have been not found or found not alive. So that number, actually, it's 4,600. So the number still is a lot smaller, but it still is a pretty big number. With all that information, you're kind of scratching your head going, why is it so high and what can we do today? So, I mean, honestly, I'd like to hear what not only do our followers have to say, but also what you guys have to say about what do you think we could do in order to get those numbers to be lower, or what can we do in order to drive those numbers down?
Trigger control.
Trigger control? All right, how so?
Okay, so I'm gonna rewind a little bit here. When I was a kid back in WWNOM, like, we were able to, my parents let me out, when the sun was up. I didn't come home until dinner. Mm-hmm. And there was no problem. This was back in the, 80s and 90s. But you were able to run free and do whatever the hell you wanted to. It isn't until, I'm going to say, the teens and 20s that you start hearing more and more and more about this. And it's, now we've got people saying that, what is it? Kid love is a sexual preference now and shit like that. Like, yeah. It's just snowballing. And it's okay to take a kid and, ship him to Epstein's Island, or, where, take him from Tijuana and bring him where, it's actually sickening. It's absolutely sickening what's going on with these kids and the sex trafficking and the child abduction and everything like that. But back to my point, trigger control. If I see or hear of somebody trying to take my kid,
shit's going down.
It's going to be flying fast, because right. I'm not going to play with that. I'm not, I'm the only one sitting here as a dad who has kids. I am, every day when I send my kids off to school, I worry about, okay, because I go out every morning and watch them get on the bus. Mm-hmm. There's somebody there at night to watch them get off the bus. Like, that's the best that we can do. So I when we go out to the mall or Walmart or whatever like that, I make my kids are older, and I make them, you stay right by me. Like, I don't trust anybody. And that's sad that we've gotten to this point in society that you can't let kids go out and just be kids anymore, like I was, and I'm pretty sure you guys were too. It's now, you have to stand by me every second of the the time that we're out, or I'm get a stateside kill.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple of things too, like, and that's the age-old debate is, as technology improves and we continue to move forward, so to speak. I'm fucking not the best wordsmith in the world, but it's yeah, but it's like Irka, Ibra. Anyways, that's one of the things that I wonder too. Is it just happening more, or is because we have so much more information through social media and everything like that, that
more aware of it.
We're becoming more aware of it. Like, It's what was it, like 2018 or something like that it was like school shootings was at an all-time high. But at the same point in time, it was being covered more.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So you've got more publicity, or is that the right word? Yeah, publicity.
Yeah,
for
I would
the
say publicity.
Media attention.
Yeah,
Media coverage, media attention, publicity.
more publicized and stuff like that. So you've got that, but at the same point in time, going back to what you said, about kids being taken. That's actually, it's funny you say that, because that is one of the things. I believe it's one of 5 things in Missouri that you are allowed to use deadly force if there's a kidnapping, and that's exactly what that is. And I'm not saying that there's families out there that aren't willing to take those precautions, and every situation is different. God forbid somebody kicks your door in and holds you at gunpoint and ties you up, and then fucking takes your child, beats your ass, and then runs off. Not everybody is set up for success or has enough training to be able to, handle something like that, let alone the stress of the fucking situation. But there is a lot more ways to get the word out. I mean, fuck, dude, like 10, 20, 30 years ago, most of your local and state, police departments didn't have databases that were connected.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think it's a rise in technology, and the more and more we move forward into the future, that it ends up being, the cities are more connected, more departments are connected, as well as there's more people pushing to be heard about more situations and events like this. So I think there's a lot of stuff that's doing this, but it's much like our industry, though. You get a little bit of fear mongering and people go fucking crazy. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's going on with this as far as child abduction. Not that there's fear mongering, but the rise in awareness of this happening is definitely, better than
What it used to be.
what it used to be. What I'm
So I'm gonna piggyback off that. So there used to be the old school, missing kid on the milk carton thing.
Yep.
My mom and dad used to threaten me, like, if you keep acting up, you're gonna be on that fucking milk carton. So I mean, serious. And so then it grew. So this has been around for 37 years. That's how old I am. And then do they still do the missing kids on like the Walmart wall?
Yes, they do.
They still do that. Okay.
The Walmart that I used to go to until like Walmart started getting weird. It was actually
Stop.
It was by the bathroom.
Walmart's always been weird, and the people that go to Walmart are weird. That's why Walmart watching is a thing.
Yeah.
But yes, it got weirder.
Yeah, it got weirder. It was actually by the bathroom, and I would always, go to the bathroom, and because you spend so much time in there, Walmart just watching, because oh my God, St. Charles, 3:00 in the morning, it's amazing. And me being an insomniac, I don't sleep very well, so whenever I need to, I'll just go Walmart shopping.
So we've gotten from milk carton to Walmart wall, and now we have, like you said, technology, and people are more aware of it. Now we have fucking Amber Alerts. So you're, dead asleep at 3 in the morning, and your phone starts screaming at you, and it's an Amber Alert. Now some states are using Amber Alerts to fucking tell you that COVID is bad, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I agree with what you said. There's more technology out there, so I think that's why the numbers are rising, because it's more prevalent in what's going on.
Well, honestly, you guys covered all the points that I was gonna say.
You're welcome. My service.
Yeah.
And they did it with
honestly,
least
you guys
amount of cuss words. Fucking gold star.
Yeah.
You owe me a gold star, by the way.
I will get you a gold star.
He's not joking.
I know he's not joking. I will get you a gold star. Tomorrow I'm off because, that's what happens. I'll get you a gold star. I'll go to Walmart and make sure that I get a Walmart photo. And there you go. I don't even like Walmart anymore. I go to Target.
Target's getting fucking weird, too.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
So, piggybacking about some of the topics that we had last week.
I don't remember what happened yesterday.
Speaking of which, thank God Black Friday weekend's fucking over.
Yes.
Oh, my God. 362 days and we can do it again.
Yeah, man. This, I gotta say, this Black Friday weekend was nasty. This bus, but yeah. I'm happy it's over. I'm happy that it was actually most successful, so I have to actually say thank you all the shitheads that came in.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
And even the guys that came online, thank you guys that came online and bought shit. You guys made our company is the most successful year ever for our Black Friday and most successful month ever. So thank you. But piggybacking off a topic that we talked about last week, which was dinosaurs. Right now,
Little T-Rex arms.
yeah.
It looked like a pile of shit. Now I remember what we talked about.
Yeah. What top 3 things would you get? It could be on the online store or it could be in store. What 3 things would you add or get in order to fight dinosaurs? But it's 3 things that we sell.
Okay, so I'll start this one.
All right.
I'm gonna say first off, an HRT plate carrier, but this is a combo. So this isn't.
Okay.
So HRT plate carrier and then the shot stop level 4 plates.
We'll consider a kit.
Okay.
One thing.
Okay.
One thing.
So,
Yeah.
So a full
And just
plate,
like an upper and like lower receiver, that we'll do one whole gun if you modify it out.
Right.
But,
Okay. So a plate carrier with a shot stop level 4 double strike 50 BMG plate.
The
All right,
light boys.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna do a plate carrier and plates, and then I'm gonna go with because I saw Jurassic Park, the original one. That dude got ripped out of a fucking Johnny on the spot and got 8.5. So if he was wearing a plate carrier, that would have saved his life.
Dude got fucked up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So
Well, a lot of people got fucked up in that movie, but yeah. Anyways,
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do our flamethrower.
All right.
With
Yeah.
with the added
backpack.
The backpack.
Yeah.
In which case, I don't know how long that sale is going to be going on, but both those guys together, $99.99. So $999.
nice product plug.
Might end tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like a Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So if you're listening to this now, you fucking missed out. Sorry.
Sorry about the fake plug there.
Yeah.
So I got a plate carrier. I've got a flamethrower. And just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna say our civilian flashbang.
Oh, okay. I know what you're that
the
hexagonal
fucking
ball.
light ball, yeah.
Because
That way you just
again,
throw it at them.
we're gonna go back to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Their vision. So if you throw the light ball, it'll give you the chance to get away.
Okay. Probably the only use for that thing.
Well, I keep telling people that it's really good for like your golden retriever if you want to play at night.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
just fucking hook that thing at a fucking velociraptor's head, and as it's like about to hit it, then you hit the key fob, turn it on, and then it fucking lights up, hits them in the face. They're twice as dazed.
And then you hit him with the flamethrower.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
See?
Okay. I like that. All right.
Yeah, that's what you got to do though. You got to hit them. You got to get them some. You got to throw the ball and then light it up right before it hits them, so they're double distracted. I don't even know if that's a fucking thing, but if it is, they're double distracted. And then you hit them with a flamethrower. Because my biggest fear is like you're like in the movie Arachnophobia, and you're using like a flamethrower, and now you got spiders coming at you on fire. Now, like you don't want to be eaten by a velociraptor while it's on fire and you're getting chewed up. Like that just. I mean, dude, you're like pretty much getting cooked while you're being eaten. So
That's like
Well, the thing is,
Hell
a
shit,
real
Hitler crap.
velociraptor is actually covered in feathers.
No, that's no bullshit. So I've heard that too.
Yeah.
That's not what the movie showed me. Hollywood's always true.
Yeah. Okay,
they
Ben.
never get a movie wrong.
Okay, Ben.
No, trust me. No, I am like fucking grinding my teeth while I say that. Sorry, I'm done. I'll shut up.
Well, I mean, but what would you pick?
All right, so I'll do, if I'm gonna do a full kit, I'll probably do like one of those, probably an HRT carrier or an LBX carrier. But I would rip off. I wouldn't run any of the panels that it comes with. I think what I would end up doing is I'd probably secure the LBX locked and loaded chest rig, just because that has I'd say 6 to 8 pouches on there, which we have found out for an older gentleman that comes into the store that will fit. I want to say it actually. Yeah, it's 8 pouches because we ended up finding out. I'm like, yeah, shit, dude, locked and loaded chest rig. You can run 16 mags at 308.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's all for an M1A. But I think if I had to really think about it, I would take everything out of our cabinets and I would do a 12.5-inch 308.
Okay.
Throw like a B5 SOP mod stock with the battery compartments on it and everything like that. Run like a fucking EOTech or an aim point, something, maybe an aim point, something with long battery life. And then I would throw a PEC on there and run like an IR device, run a set of 5032s and a bump helmet. And I guess for the third thing, I don't know, maybe...
Make it fun.
I'd probably just roll my fucking Dynamis blade.
Yeah, there you go.
Shameless plug for the Dynamis blade.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yep.
You see this? You see this, shitheads?
Yeah, dude.
This is where it's at. You ain't cool unless you got a Dynamis blade.
Yeah, dude. You know how hard it is for me to like.
I guess I'm Miles
Wait,
Davis.
because
You are fucking Miles Davis.
you're not.
That's the finishing of the quote.
Yeah.
It is, and I hope you piss
ain't
your
cool
pants.
unless you're Miles Davis.
Dude.
Well, I guess I'm Miles Davis.
I guess I'm Miles Davis, dude. You know how hard it is for me to not like want to like go fucking kill a coyote behind my neighborhood with this.
Yeah. You talk about it all the time.
I know. I'm usually just hammered by the time I hear him howling. I'm like, I don't know if I should be stumbling out there shit-faced.
So
Sounds like a great idea. But
Ben was definitely on the same track that I would go, though. I would go actually with this guy here.
Yeah, you guys can't see the screen, but he's got. Oh, now you can.
I was already thinking when he was going through his thing, I was like, I'm rocking a fucking set of 5032s, bud.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you white phosphor and everything.
Because, I mean, let's face it, like, they don't have great eyesight. So during the daytime, I'm going to set up booby traps. I'm going to do everything I can. Booby. I'm going to do the best that I can to, lay underneath the radar, be as still as possible, set up booby traps. That way, if it goes off, I'm good to go. But during nighttime, I'm hunting. I'm doing those guys, getting the NVGs on, doing a D-ball or PEC 10. And I'm actually going to run. Here's the thing that I would do. I would do a 458 SOCOM.
So I've been thinking about that all day long, and I'm already planning on doing a 12.5-inch with like a WIT SME on there and leaving it recessed and just doing something just absolutely hateful. And I was thinking what could be the most hateful thing, and that would be just a wonderfully short-barreled 308. And, fuck them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got that 458 SOCOM ammo, though. I've been able to find that 458 SOCOM ammo, but I haven't been able to find some good 308 ammo.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is that SOCOM ammo is expensive, and if
Yeah.
I'm having to fucking buy it myself, I'm no pass. I'll do a short 308. That'd be so much cheaper. Even if you're buying like nice Hornady rounds too at that. Like, let's pump the brakes here. I ain't made of money, all right? I'm gonna gotta save some money for the gear. If I'm getting a set of these 50-32s, I can't afford 450. I'd be showing up with an unloaded gun. Be like, yeah, Ben's out here with night vision and his Dynamis blade because that's all he can afford.
Did I show you the picture that I posted on all of my little, Facebook and Instagram shit like that?
No.
So it says Range Day 2019, and it's fucking like North.
All right, I did see it.
Flipping over the wall and flipping rounds off everywhere, and then it says 2020 Range Day, and the dude's like throwing his Glock at the target.
Yeah, dude.
So that is actually the next topic I have.
See, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It's almost like we figured this out in 2 episodes. Not really. We're just kind of stumbling into success here.
It's actually the question of how do you train with the current ammo shortage? So it's like, with the price of ammo going up, with the fact that a lot of new guys are at the range, how do you train, and how do you also deal with the new guys? So, yeah. Red, White, and Ben, what do you have?
I have something for this. I'm
All right.
I'm all ready to go. Sorry, my ear itches.
What's up?
So obviously, I'm not anti-airsoft or BB guns, but we've definitely brought them in over the past several months just because there has been an ammo shortage. Not saying that it's the best thing in the world, but at least the rifle feels familiar. Everything kind of does closely what a rifle does.
I think the weight of what we have. But what I'm saying is the weight is very comparable to an AR-15.
And these guys are actually really awesome.
The mags are a little bit on the heavier side, but at the same point in time, like I run a suppressor on everything, so.
Ooh, look at me.
Well, yeah, whatever. It's fucking broke ass.
Pay me more.
Anyway,
that's not a topic.
I don't pay anybody, dude.
Yeah, this doesn't come out of his pocket.
Yeah, the only person I'm paying is the register.
That's true.
Yeah, dude. But,
So
I was gonna say the BB guns, the airsoft guns. At least it's somewhat familiar. Like you had just brought up the AK, and the we have an airsoft AK on our website, which ends up actually having the safety selector of safe, full, and semi set up correctly like a full auto AK would be. So at least there is some sort of consistency with a lot of this stuff. On top of that, one of the things that I've been thinking about lately is how do you get more consistent time on a gun without having the ammo to have time on the gun. And one of the things is maybe you go buy a CO2 handgun. And so kind of getting back into what I used to do when I was shooting a lot of matches is I actually ran a competition gun, and I had a really light trigger, and I loved it, and it was awesome, and I could just fucking rock right through it, no problem. Well, one of the things I ended up realizing is sometimes I get so comfortable, and when you're trying to go faster than you should, because when you are, say you're always shooting at 7 yards, you're always blowing out the inner 10 ring of the target, there's one of two things that you should be doing. You should either be speeding up your trigger control or in a relatively safe manner. So you should be learning how to either shoot faster or shoot further. And so you might want to push that target out from 7 to 10. Well, I had some days where, you're too tired. You've had too many monsters, whatever it might be, whatever slight effect that it might have to a person, whatever you're going through, you might be off that day. So I actually used to have, or I still do rather, I have a revolver in .357 Magnum. And the only reason I have that gun is to shoot it in double action only for those days that I do get too ahead of myself. And I will break that thing out and I'll shoot it in double action only to try to get them all in that inner 10 ring. And then I can slow myself down, I can work on trigger control, and I can get back into the groove of things and get more consistency and accuracy. Well, that being said, what's a fucking CO2 BB gun or whatever? Throw CO2 in that thing, don't actually shoot rounds, but mount something like a Mantis on the rail of it. And then from there, you can see how consistent you are with the pull because it will give you all those readings and everything like that.
Yeah.
And we actually just got these back in a couple of days ago. And this is their new system that's supposed to be absolutely more phenomenal than the last one. But if we think about going back to what I said about the revolver, I literally bought that for nothing more than to consistently have good trigger control.
Yeah.
And to use that as more of a training device. Now, yeah, I've shot it double action only at like 200 yards with some light loaded 38s like this just to fuck around. But a CO2 gun is not a real gun. There's not a full trigger mechanism in there like a standard firearm. So it is going to have a heavier pull. But if you get more consistency out of that heavier pull, then when you go back to what you're actually using or what you train with or what you compete with, then it's only going to be that much easier because you have less to work through. It'll be more consistent. It won't be as gritty or nothing like, a fucking Smith & Wesson shield out of the box or some shit.
Yeah.
So as we were closing up the shop to start this tonight, he was hitting the door, and I was standing next to the Glock cabinet, and I saw this, the Manus X10, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And he started to explain basically what he just did. He explained to me everything about this thing, and with what is going on, with the ammo shortage and, all these, nothing against new people getting into the shooting game, we highly recommend it. But this, you could literally sit, like Ben was saying, you could sit on your fucking couch. I don't recommend it. But, you just practice your draw, practice your trigger squeeze, and start, dry firing, the unicorn ammo down the range, and start working on your aim and your breathing and your trigger squeeze and everything like that. So if anyone's watching it, they want to buy me one of these.
Well, just fucking ask Santa. That's right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, Santa's right around the corner.
Well, your beard is pretty long.
Right, dude.
Yeah, wrong color, though.
I ain't fat and I ain't
It's more like a
gray.
leprechaun.
TJ, you're watching.
I don't think.
Someone's zipper just go down?
Yeah, dude. You get your fucking mouth ready.
Okay.
So my thing is actually, Justin, you hit it right on the head. The imaginary dry fires. The way that I train at my house is I'm not much of a social person. I really don't like going out unless I really go out. So even whenever I go to the range, I like it to where it's kind of bare. I don't know what it is, but I don't like going when there's a lot of people at the range. So whenever I'm at my house, I'll put plastic caps, just so my firing pin is hitting that rubber or plastic end of it.
Like
and
snap caps and shit. Yeah.
Yep. And I'll run that. I'll throw my plate carrier on as I'm sitting there watching a TV show or as I'm watching the news or something. I'll start doing reloads and manipulating anything. Also, I would actually say something that you guys hit on is actually doing CO2. There's a gentleman I watched. I don't remember his name, so I'm sorry. But it was on.
Shit.
You're fired.
Yeah, it was on T-Rex Arms, their
Shameless.
YouTube channel.
Shameless vague plug.
Yeah. They ended up bringing this guy over from Japan who is an airsoft guy, and he was tearing targets down. But the thing is, all he had to do was just get used to the recoil. But his split times were amazing. He was doing the El Presidente, so 2 on 6 targets, 1 2 1 2 1 2, moving left to right, and then reloading and doing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Just getting under 8 seconds. He'd never hold a gun in his life. It was all airsoft.
Now, if you put a JP silent capture system,
Well, this is his pistol. But he did get an
See what
AR.
you're getting at there.
He did get an AR later on. So you really could, start training even at your house with airsoft in the basement, plastic caps. I'm sorry, what did you snap caps?
Snap caps, yeah.
Just sitting at the house, dry firing, just playing around, doing nothing. Honestly, those are best ways that we say how to fight this ammo shortage until it starts to clear up. These are ways that you can train.
And it's not a bad idea. The Manta system, too, another shameless plug for that.
I've got one too, so I'll wait.
No, you're good. One of the nice things about that is it does have, a lot of settings. And even this, and I'm just talking about the Gen 1. I've yet to actually mess around with the new system and see how great it is. But the Gen 1 system ended up having multiple firearms and everything like that. And one of the great things is you can choose whether it's a handgun, shotgun, or a rifle. And then from there, you can also choose whether you're doing live fire, dry fire, or CO2. And so you can actually set it up so that the system recognizes what kind of system you're doing. And I'm sure you guys can see on the screen, but like Scott, go ahead and go to the top of the blue line on the phone. So a lot of the times that's like where you start. And then you can see it goes down, zigzags, jags, all the way around. It comes up, starts turning yellow, and then there's a red dot. And if I'm not mistaken, this is somebody drawing, coming down and out and everything like that. So as you're looking at it, it's telling you exactly what you're doing with your draw and everything like that. It'll also tell you how you're pulling the trigger, how consistent you are, how dead center you are. And as a matter of fact, you can see right where Scott's mouse is right now, just to the left of it, it's just shot score 92. And that is nothing more than how close you were to the center, as well as how good of a break you have with good consistency. And so there's a lot of stuff that that's on these apps and with these programs that ends up being very beneficial. And like hell, I think it was like a couple summers ago, we had a CO2 gun set up in the shop with the iPad that we play music on now, and we had the whole thing downloaded. And when we didn't have customers in the store, or we did have customers in the store, there's a couple of employees and a couple customers fucking around with this and trying to see who could get one, the best score, and two, who can get the best score overall out of a 5-shot group. And so stuff like that, it not only pushes your competitive side, but it also makes you want to be better out of all your friends while having great consistency and making sure that when you are doing a quick 5-shot group, that you're getting the most accuracy, consistency, and you're not just wasting time training in the wrong sort of way. You're getting physical data that shows you what you're doing, whether it be right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So my shameless plug
is
the very few boxes of PMC 223 brass that we actually have left from the Black Friday weekend. So if you want some and actually feel like getting froggy and going to the range, we do have some 223 left.
Yeah, that's going real fast now that it's online.
Yep. And we also just got in 22 long rifle from a company that I don't know, but the packaging is quite fancy and
Piggy's up.
More fancy than I am. And then we also got some 7.62 by 3.9 from Tula, which is, I'm not going to say, price like it used to be in what everybody in the shop now and Ryan deemed as the before times.
Yeah.
But box of 20 for $7.99. That ain't fucking bad.
No, it's not.
Hey,
it ain't bad.
If it gets you to the range, just get that smell back into your nostrils again, then it's worth it.
We all love that smell. And if you don't know what that smell is, man, go to the range and you know exactly what that smell is. But backing off some of the product placements, backing off some of the products reviews. Whoa. Pumping it.
Pumping the
brake.
Pump that brake, bud.
If you remember last week, we talked about the monolith.
I was going to say megalith.
What about that there, Megalodon?
So we actually had a pretty lengthy stuff going on about it. What's actually interesting is the fact that in that 1 week time span, it's now missing.
What?
Yes.
Whoa,
Okay,
dude.
so you shitheads are watching this and you went out there and you screwed with it. I never did.
So it must have happened Thursday night, which was Thanksgiving, because reports came in Wednesday. People were there. People saw it. There's videos of it. And it was actually posted on a couple people's Twitter's account. Some people put it on their Instagram. So it actually, there's live feeds of it being there Wednesday. Thursday, nothing happened. Friday, a guy was going out, and as he was going out, he ran into people saying they couldn't find it.
Dave's not here, man.
And so he ended up going there, and this is actually what he found instead. Someone put a little triangle there and a stack of rocks. And what's super weird about this is the fact that not only is that what's there now, people have actually come out and compared it to this guy.
Where's the one on the right?
This is actually a piece of sculpture that was
Jeffrey
done
Epstein's basement?
by John Mccracken. If you actually look at his art, you actually see a lot of similarities to it. So the one on the right there is actually his. You see here some other pieces of art, very conceptual. One of the things is that he was actually a sci-fi fanatic. So he loved playing on the negative space. So actually accenting some more with the shadows and the placement and making it to where it was more of like an interaction on how it created the room.
What's that monkey movie?
12 Monkeys?
No, it's an old, like...
Planet of the Apes?
Is it Planet 50s movie where, like, this thing comes down and all the monkeys are, like, looking around?
Oh, you're talking about 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yes.
Stanley Kubrick.
I didn't know it was Thursday. I didn't know we were fucking throwing it back.
That was not in the 50s. That was not in the 50s. But
remind me. And I told you last week that this has to be some art.
yeah, and I wholeheartly agreed.
Get on his Facebook, see if that's one of his movie interests.
So what's actually interesting is, so here's the thing. His son came out and said that it actually is a piece of his dad's work. They're unaware of how it got there. However, previously in 2008, the son did announce that his dad was ill, and the only way for people to actually appreciate his work would be if it was actually out in the world, and people got out and started exploring places. And that's what he did. So someone took his art, placed it. Now here's what's really weird. After that one disappeared, another one popped up in Romania.
Wait, so the first one's in this dude's basement. The second one is in, where'd you say, Montana?
No. So
I said Joe Montana.
So,
the first
so
one
this one's in Romania.
No, so the first one was found in Utah.
That's it.
Said Joe Romania.
The second one is found in Romania after the first one disappeared.
Do you know how that happens?
Aliens.
No. Ospreys and C-130 air refueling.
Negative. The only thing Ospreys do is crash and kill Marines.
Yeah.
That's what that helicopter was designed. Well, it probably wasn't designed to do that, but it does it well.
So
These are terrifying.
now this one actually doesn't do a really good job with how it makes it look, because this one you can tell there's some fresh
shiny.
dirt.
I was about to say that's
There's some fresh dirt, and it looks like it was sanded down with like 600 grit, like barely done like the other one. The other one was shiny and really neat.
That's why I say it was an
This one
airdrop.
just looks bad.
Yeah, that other one was like, Ed Brown Custom Shop. This is like, hey, I just found this gunsmith building class on Groupon, and that's your final product.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, stop. So look, is that power lines or is that the cable cars to go up a ski hill?
Honestly, that's probably power lines.
Go back to the last photo you just brought up.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
see
power
power
line.
lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I could have swore I
Then
saw.
never
it.
mind. There goes my.
And there's a road right there, so
Yeah,
like
so
that's
yep.
no,
That's-
this is not like the other one.
The other one was like.
I think this is a
permanently
copycat.
placed airdrop.
Yeah, and you can still see the fresh soil down there.
The
All
army
right,
did
going
not do
going back to the first one, This was somebody that was drunk that put this in. The last one, just so nobody's mad about nothing like that, I do find this shit interesting. It just felt like going out on a limb. Probably be pissed off about it either way, whatever. Go fuck myself.
You did have an early night, Thursday night, right? No?
No, we didn't have an early night.
Because that looks like something Ben would do.
Yeah.
He would go out there, get drunk.
Ben.
Watch this. See if I can blow it up.
That's my sanding skills when I'm sober. Like, sorry, my withdrawals were so bad that I couldn't keep my hands steady. Sorry for all the circles.
So, another thing, kind of leaning on to the whole, aliens, but talking about space more and actual science. So going into science and space, something that we kind of talk about and everything that's going on, and especially right now because we're almost a month away on this, just under a month, is the Great Conjunction. Now this is where Jupiter and Saturn are actually in the night sky together. So you actually can see their moons. The moons of Saturn, and there's Titan, which is actually, there's a good chance that we might be able to inhabit that because it's an Earth-sized moon. So that's talked about a lot with the science fiction crowd and also the science crowd on what places can we inhabit within our solar system.
Hopefully I'll be dead by then.
I was about to say, I am not the science crowd. My length of science and research and development involves me wearing a lab coat with a Dremel and fucking goggles.
That's no bullshit.
That ain't no bullshit.
Yeah.
I love wearing that lab coat, man. I'll tell you what, dude.
I know this is really kind of a little bit off topic, but still has something to do with science. So when they did that last space launch, did you know that you could actually, that night that it actually happened, you could actually see the space station and that shuttle like
moving
flying
through the air?
You could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was they were flying in tandem. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so back to your story.
So this is actually going to be in the night sky, and it's going to be 6 o'clock Central. So it's actually going to be happening, the peak time is going to be December 21st, which happens to be the winter solstice also. So you have the longest amount of night in the, time, and then also the shortest amount of daytime. So this is actually something that's pretty interesting. I highly recommend checking it out because with enough, liquid courage, it would actually look like one giant star, and Jupiter will actually be outshining Saturn.
So you mean my normal vision?
Yes.
So basically what we could say is on December 21st, seeing that we don't close until 8, you could actually come to the shop, buy some stuff, and then sit in our parking lot and watch this happen.
Yeah, we might have to. Would you say it's 45 minutes after sunset? When's sunset?
45 minutes after sunset. Sunset that night is going to be around 5:20.
Of course you fucking know already. So 6:05. 6:05, we need to be out in the park. I'm going to probably shut down the store for like
5 minutes.
10, 15, 30.
TJ, we're not shutting down the store for like 5
At least till like a 30 rack of beer is
Don't
done.
listen to him.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut down the store for like 10, 15 minutes. We're gonna go outside, drink some beer, and
Yeah, dude.
stargaze.
Maybe do some. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
This is. Yep. Try
It's
not to
gonna
get.
be a secret.
Try not to get canceled. We're not gonna say something dumb. Because I already do that all the time.
So did you guys have any topics you guys wanted to talk about?
Oh, so we're at that point of the show.
Yeah, we are at that point of their show.
Okay. Ben's rubbing his hands. First.
So, dude, I have a little embarrassed by this, but going back into the whole monolith thing, like strange, weird, odd kind of things, I have stumbled across a channel about a week or two ago.
And what's the name of the channel?
The name of the channel is Mr. Ballin. MRBALLEN. So just
Mr. Ballin.
MR.
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 Welcome to Typing for Dummies.
BALLEN. N.
In.
N.
N.
I'm sorry, M and N are right next to each other on the keyboard.
Mike November.
Fuck. So this dude.
Oh, he has a.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah. There
So this dude runs a YouTube channel, and he used to be a Navy SEAL for like 5 years. I didn't even know this till like weeks after watching videos. But essentially what he does is he like does all these stories and stuff. And so he's only been posting these stories for like 7 months, right?
Yeah.
And it's like weird, mysterious, like dark, strange stuff. So it's like people being kidnapped, home invasions, ghost stories, demon stories, like serial killers, like all this other stuff.
It's everything that runs through my brain.
So yeah, like, and it's like a lot of stuff that you would find on like unsolved mysteries and all this other stuff, or like okay, you know, there's the Bermuda Triangle, but there's other smaller locations around the world where odd shit like that happens too. So he covers all this stuff. I've managed to get like 5 or 6 videos away from watching everything on his fucking channel. For the
How many videos does this guy have?
I don't want to know.
We'll find out here.
I'm gonna say, where do you find the time?
Yeah.
I can get 1 to 2 of these in on the way into work. I get 1 to 2 in on the way home from work. I can get her like if I'm on the workbench building an upper, you're damn right I'm listening to 1 or 2 of these. If I'm taking a shit, I'm listening to 1 or 2 of these. If I'm in the shower, if I'm doing random bullshit around the house, I'm taking out the trash, I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm cruising through them, dude. Like,
yeah,
go down to the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. This one right here, the top left one, the elevator footage. No one can. Oh my God, I am fucking 3 away from finishing everything.
Yeah.
Because I've watched the middle one. What I saw in my room still haunts me, but I still have to do Datlov's Pass, the Russian sleep experiment, and police claim this haunting is true.
Okay,
so I'm aware of the past one in Russia.
So that's a very popular one.
Yeah.
He used that to kind of kickstart his channel.
Okay.
As well as the first one with the red circle, bottom middle. That's actually his story. So, dude, I have literally watched all but 3 of these, and I cannot get enough. Now, the embarrassing part about that is I've only been watching these for about a week and a half.
Yeah, and these guys are not short. Oh my God!
No,
these
dude,
guys are
I'm
like 20 minutes.
I'm staying up till like 2 or 3 in the morning watching this shit. My fiance is like, Ben, please come to bed. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna figure this out. And I like turn Netflix off, turn on YouTube, and I put it on the fucking TV, dude. I'm hooked, man.
And this is the guy that makes you sit there paranoid, holding your dynamis blade.
Dude,
Hey man, like that guy's a creepy thumbnail.
Yeah, no, so there's some really creepy thumbnails. He uses a lot of like it's almost like some of his videos have what do they call that? Like jump scares from like horror movies.
Yeah.
I fucking love horror movies. I don't know why I can't get enough of them. And so when I watch a horror movie, yeah, I just eat into it, and I do not give a shit.
Yeah.
I like personality aside, everything like that. Like I don't remember I'm Ben Bullock from the start of a movie to the end of it, and I just get immersed in all this stuff. And so there's actually, I've already told you guys about this, but we'll tell everybody else too. There's one in here that is like a really, really good demon possession or like demonic demon of the house story. Now, I'm not saying I believe in like ghost demons and all this stuff. I'm also not gonna like fuck around and like
play with the Ouija board.
Yeah. I'm not playing with.
Should I bring mine in?
Yes.
No, fuck you, dude.
I will bring it in.
I will break my dynamis blade off in your goddamn neck. Call them. Show them pictures. Try to get another free one. Something. I don't care, but I will fuck you up if you bring a Ouija board to work. And that is fucking final. But I don't. No, it's not. Fuck, don't you? God damn it. So, like, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts or I don't believe in ghosts or I don't believe in, like, okay, maybe there is angels and demons, of, heaven and hell, whatever. But I've never seen personal evidence myself of it here on Earth. But I sure as hell ain't playing into that stuff. I ain't inviting stuff. I ain't disturbing any of this. I ain't fucking with a Ouija board. And so here I am. I'm sitting on my couch one night, and this is like, I think I'd been watching this channel for like a day or two. And dude, I'm like, it's pitch black outside as I'm driving home, and I'm listening to some of these fucking things, and I'm letting myself get a little freaked out because it's like, getting out of your comfort zone and everything like that. And dude, I go home, and my fiance is, I got off like super late, so my fiance's at her dad's house, and I'm sitting there on the couch, right? And I'm listening and watching to one of the more crazier fucking stories on this channel. And like, I'm getting a little creeped out. I'm really fucked up, but I'm getting a little creeped out. And dude, I'm sitting there watching this shit, and I'm all like tensed up and stuff. And like 2 light bulbs in my house burn out. Dude, I like pause it, and I like set it down, and I just kind of like listen for a bit. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna grab my gun and I'm gonna walk around the house. I have my fucking flashlight and my gun, and I'm like kind of fucked up walking around my house, and I like check every closet, every room, check the basement, every crack, crevice, anywhere you can fit something in my house. I am checking it with my gun. I'm checking the garage. I'm looking underneath my truck.
Did you look in the cookie jar?
Yes, twice. And I'm looking in the back of my truck. I'm looking at the back seat of my truck, underneath the truck, dude. I'm walking around my house, and I'm like, all right, you're just letting this get to you. Chill the fuck out. I'm like, you're fine. And so I just let myself get a little too paranoid about it. Then I walk right back inside and I continue fucking watching it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't help myself. And now I just got 3 videos. I won't even, man, what am I going to do on the drive tomorrow?
Do you remember the name of the video that was?
Man, I can't. I don't remember which one it is. I know it's further up than this though.
Oh, so it was one of the newer ones that he has?
Yeah. So the top 4 right now are all new ones that have been posted, but man, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like a page or so down from here, but dude, no, it fucking
Just from a snapshot, it looks like he has actually really good quality work here.
And so some of the earlier videos, like not to like, I love them all, and I have absolutely been hooked and cannot get enough of it, and I'm like severely pissed that there's only like 3 left. But no, dude, I've been following this channel for like a week or 2 now, and I can't get enough. I hope this dude needs to put up like 20 more videos this week so I can.
Well, let's reach out to him. See if we can do like an interview with him.
Oh man, I'd love
Any
to.
of the shitheads that know this guy, please reach out to our Instagram.
Yeah, Mr. Ballin. I think by a couple social medias he goes by Mr. Ballin 416 or whatever. But
Red, White, and Ben wants him to come over here with a Ouija board.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
No,
we
no,
could
no,
just
no.
do like
Hey,
like a Zoom meeting with this guy.
The story is that there's people died in the shop, back in the day. So we could start reaching out to people.
I am not gonna. Okay, I have a brave soul, but I'm not that brave of a soul because I understand. Like I work here. I don't want that shit to start coming around like where I work.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, I'm not saying it's real or it isn't.
Yeah.
But I am not fucking doing anything to bring it on. You know what I mean? All right, that's my fucking thing for the week.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to a couple on the way home. Okay, I'm fucking hopeless.
All right, Justin.
Okay. So I kind of brought it up last week about having some patience with our customer service.
Oh, okay, so
Our
we're going with
shipping
the
department.
moral dilemma right now.
Yeah. This Goose Fraba. Okay.
Yeah.
So on a daily fucking basis, we probably get 10, 15 phone calls each to the shop. Hey, I ordered something 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't got it yet. Okay, listen, motherfuckers. Like, again, we're in the middle of riot season. well, riots have really kind of calmed down.
Yeah, no, it's getting colder out.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about like the America is like I initially made the joke a couple of years ago about riot season because the Middle East has the fighting season.
Yes, they do.
And so it's like, oh, it's too cold out right now. I ain't gonna go out there and talk about my agenda. I'm gonna wait till it warms back up. And so it's like now we're getting into the downside of fucking riot season. But
Okay.
sorry,
So,
sidebar.
but so I'll take riot season out of it. But we're
still dealing with
still
the backlash of it.
I'm gonna call us a small mom and pop shop
Yeah.
because we are not a chain store. We're not Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, we're not Walmart. We're a small little tactical shop trying to get our foot in the door and grow this business and this company to help out fellow like-minded people like us get into the game.
Yeah.
So when you order something from us or you have a problem with something, for the love of God and everything that is holy, and even if you don't believe in God, fine, Allah, Antichrist, Hitler,
Giant spaghetti
Satan,
monster behind the
whatever the
moon.
fuck you want to believe.
The monolith.
The monolith. Give us a fucking break. Like, okay, so when we answer the phone and we say Tactical Shit Retail Store, we're describing what we are. We're not customer service. We're not the website side. We are the retail store. So we don't control what goes on. Like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I can't help you because you haven't got your product that you ordered 2 days ago. Like it just doesn't work like that. So we're all getting really tired and fed up with the people calling, and I'm going to pause there and say we appreciate your business. We truly do, but we don't control how fast stuff ships or that, the whole fucking country and the whole world has been shut down for months on end, and now we're getting ready to go into phase 2 and doing it all over again. We don't control any of that. I don't have a Ouija board. I don't have a magic 8-ball. If I knew when shit was coming in, I'd play the lottery. I'd still work here. But, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So if you have to, what I'm going to say is send emails. The employees here that deal with all that are going to answer you. They're going to get back to you. It is their job. They're paid for it. They're going to do it. It's going to get done. It's just going to take some time. We have thousands of customers order from us every single day. It's a hard job. I don't want their job. I don't want it. Would not want it. You couldn't pay me enough to do it. But they're doing the best they can. So please, for the love of God, just bear with them. Be patient. Now, if you haven't received your product in like 2 months, well, then number one, it's probably back ordered and it's like a polymer 80 or something like that, or stripped, or a 80% lower or something like that. Yes, I get it. But if it's anything else, just send them a couple emails, get that stuff, wait for it, and then if you have a problem, then send them a couple more emails. When you call the shop, and I'm talking to all, whoever's listening, if you call the shop and you get us and we say Tactical Shit Retail Store, yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to like cuss you out, throw the phone down, and walk outside. Like it's gotten to that point. So,
because to piggyback off of it, we do get guys that call in on a regular basis, even after we give them the response that they're not looking for. We understand it. We try our best. To get what you need, but unfortunately, there is a max that we can get up to. Just because there's a lot of people that do come in. The girls in the back are working really hard to stay on top of it. And on top of that, not only are they working hard to stay on top of it, they're filling orders. We have so many orders coming in that, sometimes they have to start playing 2 or 3 different job titles at the same time. Because as we went over, we're a pretty small business. We overreach our hand, but we do so because there's not a lot of people like us.
Well, and that's to piggyback off your piggyback.
We're all piggybacking.
We're piggybacking, dude. But no, that's not to like be like, oh, I've been around longer and all y'all. Like, we used to be a really small company. We've always had a massive online following. We've always done really well on social media, and we've always had a shitload of followers. But what a lot of people don't see is that we are still a small business. And, you know, when it comes to it, there's more people working at retail than there is for the rest of the company. And so you've got, you got the boss, you got the GM, you've got 3 to 4 people in the shipping department, which I'd love to have 8 to 9 to 12 people in the shipping department to where they can just fucking tear through the whole list of all the orders and not have to worry about everything. But at the same point in time, we don't have a building or a space big enough to be running 8 to 12 people.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're not fucking Amazon.
We just moved into this building 4 years ago, and we are doing phenomenal as opposed to where we were when I first started the company, just because, with the growth and the bigger building and a better location, being able to be seen from a highway, we are doing as much as we can. But at the end of the day, we still have one person in charge of shipping. We have 3 people in shipping, sometimes including the person in charge of shipping. We have 1 person doing customer service. We have 2, maybe 3 people posting stuff online. We've got, 1 office administrator who does as much as she fucking can to help out with customer service. But there's only so much that they can do, and there's not a lot of answers as retail staff that we can give you, because when it comes down to it, in the past 8 months, I've taught myself how to navigate Magento, which is the back end of the system that we use and shows us all the orders and all this other crap. Well, it's confusing as shit. It's like going from iPhone to Android or Android to iPhone. It's just, you feel stupid. So we're doing as much as we can, as fast as we can. But at the end of the day, we're only fucking human.
Yeah.
And there's only so much we can do.
Yeah.
And there's only so many people in the building doing as much as they can do. And you are going to have to bear with us, because it might take a little bit longer. It might be a few extra days. It might be an extra month or 2. But we are getting to the point now where we are becoming a big enough business that we do need to change a few things around. But we are still getting used to that. And that's not something easy to do when you used to have a retail store that was open only when customers came by. Now we have one open from set hours every day. That's not something that we used to do 5 years ago. We didn't used to have a shipping department and a retail staff. Your retail staff was down in the shipping department sending stuff out in boxes. It'd be me and 2 other vets staring at each other like, whose fucking turn is it now to go up to the retail store? And now it still blows me away sometimes when I think about how it used to be and how it is now. It's like, man, everything's so separate, and there's so many different departments that, we have to split up and we have to split off so that one person can tackle and do one thing at a time while somebody else is worrying about something else.
Yeah.
I say the best way to put it is, if you think you can do it better, or faster, drop an application.
Yeah.
We'll put your ass to work.
Yeah. We, in fact, a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, like last week, we ended up posting that we were looking and hiring some people. So, but right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, we got to wrap it. Okay. While he's on his way back, I'll go ahead and make some few remarks here real quick. First things first, thanks for all you guys commenting. It's actually where we got some of the topics today, like the top 3 things to fight a dinosaur. I really appreciate that comment. Thank you. If you do have any comments or even just rude remarks, I may not like it.
God, send us rude remarks.
Yeah. I may not like it, but I like the criticism. The criticism helps us get better. So if you have anything, let us know. We'll be happy, more than happy. And also, I'll respond to you. Scott, TacticalSht.STL. Just another motard.
Just another motard.
And Ben is Red, White, and Ben. Whenever he comes back, he'll go ahead and make his closing remarks. Did you have any closing remarks?
I just want to, again, I want to thank you all for the online sales, the Black Friday. Without you guys, we would not be able to do what we do, and we would not be able to love what we love. We love doing this. We love talking about it. We love playing with them. It's just, it's a, and I'm meaning guns, not, anything else. But,
yeah, he loves playing with it.
Yeah, I love playing with it.
Yeah, he does.
I really do want to appreciate you guys for all that you have done for us. We just, once this whole code thing stops, we'll get out there again and come out and do things for the community again. But, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Any closing remarks for these guys?
No. Well, okay, maybe yes. No, piggybacking off the piggyback. Oh shit. No, it's been a solid year. It's been really busy. We've all goddamn. We've all worked really hard and we're trying to do as much as we can. But I'm not telling people, hey, come spend your money with us, but as a whole, the more successful this company is, and the more that customers are willing to stick with us, and the more that people are return customers and repeat customers. I'm not saying, hey, let's line the fucking walls with cash, but we've had, and not to say this the wrong way, but we've had such an influx of business, and we've scrambled so hard over these past 8, 9, 10 months to make sure that we have stuff on the floor for customers that, it has allowed us to be able to blow a lot of stuff out of our cabinets, and at the same point in time, we're making enough money that we can sign up with the people that we'd like to be dealers with.
Yeah.
So the more and more consistent people that continue to come through our doors, the better and better product and better selection that we can have for you. And at the end of the day, that's if you'd have asked me 5 years ago, this is where we'd be at now, and this is how much shit we'd have in our store, and this is how awesome all of our displays and the variety of manufacturers that we carry, I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah. I'd have said you're retarded, and I probably would have got shit-faced that night and forgot all about that. But
well, I mean, honestly, the proof is in the pudding, because quite literally, we have proof in the cabinet.
You got pudding in the cabinet?
Look, dude, I tripped. All right, it's not my fault, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, we got proof barrels. That's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm. So,
proof. I get it.
You got it now.
But wrapping up, what I was saying is, I know there's been a few, small minutes where we've bitched about some people, but we do really appreciate our regulars, and we love our returning customers. Yeah. And even though we are frustrated with some of the stuff that's going on throughout the whole year, we're not going anywhere. We all show up to work every day, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to work for this company because we like what we're doing.
Yeah, hell, some of us left a job that was paying better to come here because we love it more. Mm. We love it a lot more.
I would happily take a pay cut to come work here.
I can't tell you how happy I am working here. Even on the worst day ever at this job is far better than the best day at my previous job.
Air high five.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely something that we've, me and Alex have definitely strived to make this place. Is like I commonly make the joke with customers. I'm like, this is a fucking cool ass hangout spot that just happens to sell cool products.
I get paid to tell people about cool products.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, wrapping up here. Honestly, as you can tell, it has been a pretty emotional ending, but we love the fact that you guys are paying attention. You're definitely on it. Sorry, but it's a little bit of a longer episode today, but you know what? We're still working out some of the kinks and the pacing. But
we get emotional about this shit.
yeah, we do. Wow. Well, I mean, it's an emotion-driven industry. If you don't have people passionate about the products that you're in, you're never gonna get anything anywhere. And with the amount of negativity that we get from not only the press, but also the negativity that we get from our politicians, if we're not passionate about it, we'd never stick it through it. So, honestly, thank you, shitheads, for sticking in this long. And hope to see you for episode 3.
Episode 3. We'll fucking come back and we'll do it all again.
Yeah.
I fucking love this industry. Let's keep doing this.
Yeah. All right. See you, shitheads.
See y'all. Bye.